Are you frustrated by unpredictable dividend payments and wish you could turn them into a steady monthly income stream? Stay tuned as I share practical strategies to smooth out those lumpy dividend checks so your passive income feels consistent, no matter when your stocks pay you. Welcome to the channel. If you're investing for passive income, you've probably noticed that dividends don't always arrive on a tidy monthly schedule. Some months feel like a windfall, others like a drought. This can make budgeting and planning tough, especially if you dream of living off your dividends someday. Today, I'll break down why dividend payments can be irregular, show you clear steps to create a more predictable income flow, and share simple examples you can follow, even if you're just starting out. Along the way, I'll explain key terms in plain English, so you can invest with confidence. Before we begin, please remember, this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making investment decisions. Let's start by understanding why dividend payments are lumpy in the first place. Most dividend-paying stocks distribute their dividends quarterly, meaning you get paid only 4 times a year, but not every company pays in the same months. Some pay in January, April, July, and October. Others might pay in February, May, August, and November. If you own just 1 or 2 dividend stocks, it's common to see your payments pile up in certain months and completely skip others. This unpredictability can be stressful. If you're aiming for reliable income to cover bills, or simply want to track your progress, uneven payments make planning harder than it needs to be. So, what can you do? Let's walk through 3 clear strategies to smooth out your dividend income. First, you can build a dividend calendar by diversifying across stocks that pay in different months. This means purposely choosing companies whose payment schedules fill in the gaps. For example, let's say you own stock A, which pays in March, June, September, and December. If you add stock B, which pays in January, April, July, and October, you now have dividends coming in 6 months out of the year instead of just 4. Add a third company that pays in February, May, August, and November, and you'll receive at least 1 dividend payment every month. This approach is called diversification, not just across industries, but across payment schedules. Diversification is an investing principle that spreads your risk by owning different types of assets. In this case, it also helps spread your income out evenly. Here's a simple example. Imagine you invest $10,000 equally in 3 companies. Company X pays in January, April, July, and October. Company Y pays in February, May, August, and November. Company Z pays in March, June, September, and December. With this setup, you'll receive a dividend payment every month, even though each stock only pays quarterly. But what if you already have a portfolio and your payments are still uneven? That brings us to the second strategy. You can self-manage your payouts by setting up a monthly distribution from your brokerage account or a separate savings account. Here's how it works. As your dividends arrive, maybe 3 big payments one month and nothing the next, you collect all your dividend income in a dedicated account. Instead of spending the money right away, you set up an automatic transfer to your checking account once a month for a fixed amount. Let's say you know your annual dividend income is about $1,200, but it arrives in chunks. You could transfer $100 from your dividend account to your personal account each month, smoothing out the highs and lows. This way, you create your own paycheck from dividends, regardless of when the companies actually pay. This method is sometimes called a dividend smoothing fund. It requires a little patience and discipline, but it's a simple way to make your passive income feel more reliable. Now, let's touch on a third strategy, considering monthly dividend payers. Some companies, especially certain real estate investment trusts, or REITs, and income-focused funds, pay dividends every single month. Examples include Realty Income, known as the Monthly Dividend Company, or some exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that are designed to pay monthly. If you add a monthly payer to your portfolio, it can help fill gaps between your quarterly dividend payments. For example, if your quarterly stocks pay in March, June, September, and December, a monthly payer will make sure you never go a month without some cash flow. However, it's important not to chase monthly payers just for the payment frequency. Make sure the company is strong, the dividend is sustainable, and it fits with your other investments. That leads us to some key terms you'll see when researching dividend stocks. Dividend yield is a measure of how much income a stock pays relative to its price. For example, if a stock pays $2 per year in dividends and costs $50 per share, the dividend yield is 4%. A higher yield means more income, but it can also signal higher risk if the payout isn't sustainable. The payout ratio shows what portion of a company's earnings are paid out as dividends. If a company earns $1 per share and pays out 80 cents, the payout ratio is 80%. Generally, a lower payout ratio means the dividend is more likely to be sustainable, since the company keeps more cash to reinvest or weather tough times. And as we discussed earlier, diversification means spreading your investments across different companies, sectors, and payment schedules. This reduces your risk and helps ensure a more stable income stream. Let's recap the main strategies to handle lumpy dividend payments. First, diversify your holdings across different companies that pay in different months. Build a dividend calendar so you're getting paid throughout the year. Second, use a self-managed distribution from a dedicated account to smooth out your income. Collect dividends as they arrive, then pay yourself a fixed amount each month. Third, consider adding a monthly dividend payer to your portfolio to fill any remaining gaps. Just make sure it's a solid investment, not just a frequent payer. It's normal for dividend payments to feel irregular at first, especially if you're just starting to build your portfolio. As your investments grow and you add more companies, the income will naturally even out over time. Combining these strategies can help you create a more predictable flow of passive income, making it easier to plan, budget, and enjoy the benefits of dividend investing. Remember, everyone's situation is different. Take your time, do your research, and build a portfolio that matches your goals and comfort level. And of course, this isn't financial advice, just ideas to help you think about your strategy. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below. How do you handle your dividend income, and what challenges have you faced? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.